Good day and welcome. You're watching St. Martin News Desk, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond. With your anchor crew, Alston Lawrence, Glenda York, Tiziana Hart, and Mizzy with the Sunshine Report. This broadcast is brought to you by TV15 and proudly produced by Great Bay Media Studios in Phillipsburg, St. Martin. And now, let's jump straight into today's top headlines.
Two men arrested after gunshots reported. Two men remain in police custody after reports of gunshots led to the discovery of a firearm at a residence near L.B. Scott Road. Police responded around midday on Wednesday after receiving reports that shots had allegedly been fired from the Hearts. Officers were also informed that two men on a scooter had been seen in the area shortly before the incident. At the property, police encountered several people and arrested two men identified by the initials RC and MNV on suspicion of violating the firearms ordinance. After receiving legal authorization, officers searched the residence and discovered a black handgun hidden beneath clothing inside a bedroom. The firearm was confiscated and will undergo forensic examination to determine whether it is connected to the reported gunshots or any other investigation. Anyone with information about illegal firearms is asked to contact the police at 542-2222 or anonymously through 9300 tip line. The investigation remains ongoing. Budget approval to unlock civil service adjustment. Civil servants could soon receive a long-awaited 2.5% cost of living adjustment once Parliament approves St. Martin's 2026 national budget. Finance Minister, the Honorable Marinka Gums, says the adjustment will be retroactive to January 2026. Budget approval would allow government to begin processing the payment, although no payment date has been announced. The budget also includes funding to fill critical vacancies across government. Budget 2026 projects approximately 647 million Caribbean guilders in revenue, 636 million in operating expenses, and 163 million in capital investments. Those investments are intended to support infrastructure, public services, and national development, with additional funding allocated to education, healthcare, social development, justice, and economic development. Gums acknowledged that the budget arrived later than it should have, but said lessons from the process are already being applied to the preparation of Budget 2027. She says Parliament's vote would allow government to move beyond planning and debate and begin executing the programs and investments included in the same budget. VROMI finalizing land for GEBE's first solar farm. VROMI Minister, the Honorable Patrice Gums, says his ministry is finalizing the allocation of government land for GEBE's first solar farm. The announcement was made during the 2026 budget debate as Parliament questioned government's plans for renewable energy. Gums said practical renewable energy projects should move forward even when the country's broader energy policy is still being developed. However, the minister did not disclose the proposed location, generating capacity, cost, financing structure, or construction timeline for the solar facility. Gums also revealed that VROMI is operating with approximately 90 employees, despite having an organizational structure providing for around 145 positions. He said the staffing shortage is affecting permit processing, project execution, and the ministry's ability to manage roads, drainage, wastewater, public land, and other infrastructure. According to the minister, VROMI's oldest known unresolved permit dates back to 1978. Gums said vacancies are being advertised and greater attention is being given to developing existing employees. However, he cautioned that approving more development must be balanced against the ability of the country's infrastructure and public services to support it.
Hello, my people. My name is Glenda York of Sit, Sip and Chat and Moms in Paradise podcast. You can find us on TV15 St. Martin, TVC St. Kitts, and on YouTube. Reporting from GEBE Media Studios in St. Martin, your NEWSDESK feature story is coming up. But first, here is Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with the Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you all the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us.
Youth, your voice matters. If you're between 13 and 24, this is your chance to shape the future.
Take the Department of Youth's quick 5 to 7 minute survey and share what matters most to you. Your feedback will help guide programs and policies that make a real difference.
Scan the QR code and take the survey today. Your voice, our future. Together for St. Martin.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every laugh, every adventure. Number one provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want the road. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know TelEm is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. TelEm, sign me up for life. TelEm, we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come TelEm, we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come TelEm, we always on. For every moment when you want more. TelEm, we always on. Stay connected when you want the road.
Welcome to the BTP Cybercrime Awareness video. What is cybercrime? Cybercrime is any illegal activity that uses computers, smartphones, or the internet to harm people, steal information, or cause damage. Now, how to protect yourself. First, use strong passwords. Also, keep your devices and antivirus software updated. Enable two-factor authentication. Research before sending money. Use trusted platforms. Log out of accounts on shared/public devices. Scan the QR code for more tips. Stay alert. Stay secure.
Race begins for 16 Business Hoops spots. The race for a place in Business Hoops 2027 has officially begun, with 23 teams expressing interest in only 16 available spots. Representatives from approximately 15 companies attended the tournament's first team meeting at the L.B. Scott Sports Auditorium. The upcoming competition will mark the 3rd anniversary of Business Hoops, which brings companies, organizations, and government agencies together through basketball. Defending champions Hilton Grand Vacations are expected to return alongside 2026 runners-up Rainforest Adventures and 2025 champions Port St. Martin. New teams seeking to enter include GCG, the Bankers, and the St. Martin Coast Guard. Winair became the first team to register officially. Business Hoops 2027 will run for 11 days from January 27th to February 6th. The tournament format will remain unchanged and registration closes on November 1st. 2026. With 7 more interested teams than available positions, organizers are encouraging companies to secure their places early. 23 teams are interested, but only 16 will make it to the court. TelEm connects over 20 schools to free internet. TelEm Group is continuing to provide free internet connectivity to more than 20 schools across St. Martin. The government-owned telecommunications company says the program has supported thousands of students and educators for more than a decade while helping schools reduce operating costs. Upgraded connections now include faster upload speeds, allowing classrooms to make better use of video conferencing, online learning platforms, educational videos, virtual boards, and international collaboration tools. TelEm says access is especially important for students who may depend on their schools for computers, tablets, and other digital resources. The initiative began as part of the company's effort to support information and communications technology education by providing public schools with free internet connections and computer systems. TelEm is also distributing backpacks and school supplies through community partnerships and youth organizations. Separately, students can receive a free backpack with supplies when a parent or guardian activates one of TelEm's new 30-day Your Way prepaid plans. The company says it will continue working with the Education Ministry and community partners to support education and youth development. Final call for Epic Caribbean Photo Contest. Photographers have until Monday, August 31st to enter Epic's 2nd annual Seas and Scenes Love the Caribbean Photo Contest. The free competition, organized in partnership with Caribbean Compass magazine, offers more than 3,000 United States dollars in prizes and 12 opportunities to win. First, second, and third place prizes will be awarded across 4 categories: Caribbean life and nature, sailing, yachting, and life underwater, environmental impact and stewardship, and the Audience Choice Award. Members of the public can vote for their favorite photographs up to 5 times daily. More than 300 images representing 26 Caribbean countries and territories have already been submitted, surpassing last year's participation. Entries in the 3 judge categories will be evaluated by a regional panel with experience in photography, conservation, sailing, journalism, and Caribbean culture. The contest closes August 31st. To submit a photograph, vote, or review the competition details, visit epicislands.org and select 2026 Photo Contest.
Hey there, I'm Venicia Herbert, and welcome to the Community Billboard. This is your space where the people, places, and heartbeat of the St. Martin community get to speak for themselves. Whether it's an event worth showing up for, a business worth knowing about, or a cause worth caring about, you'll hear it right here. So, Settle in, because what's coming up next just might be exactly what you've been looking for. Welcome to the NEWSDESK Community Billboard.
Heavy sweating, weakness, dizziness, headache, nausea, a fast heartbeat, maybe signs of heat exhaustion. Move the person to a cool or shaded area, loosen clothing, and help them cool down. Confusion, fainting, seizures, or very hot skin may signal heat stroke. Call emergency services immediately. Know the warning signs and act quickly. A message from Collective Prevention Services within the Ministry of Public Health, Social Development, and Labor.
To be part of our mailing list, send an email to newsdesksxm@gmail.com.
Before we wrap up, we take a moment each day to check in with our neighbors across the region. There's always a story worth paying attention to. Here's today's regional headline.
Dominica's World Creole Music Festival has grown into one of the Caribbean's premier celebrations of Creole music, culture, and tourism. Established in 1997, it brings together regional and international sounds while showcasing the Nature Isle during its independence season. We spoke with the Discover Dominica Authority about the festival's origins, growth, and what visitors can expect. Stay tuned. Good day, and you're here on your NEWSDESK featured story. I'm here with the Discover Dominica Authority, and we're talking about the World Creole Music Festival. Good day, how are you all doing?
Good day to you, and good day to all your viewers.
I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourself. We know where you're from. Don't ever start off right here.
Hi, good morning, or whatever time of the day it is. I'm Monel Alexis. I work in the Discover Dominica Authority as Public Relations and Communications Specialist. And I'm happy to be here with you all.
Karim Geese, also with the Discover Dominica Authority. Happy to be here.
I'm Dion Moses, lead singer of Ecstasy Band, the only compa band in the Commonwealth of Dominica.
Oh, wow. So we're kicking it off right away. This is a different type of festival. The whole Caribbean knows about your festival. Why Creole, why World Creole, and why Dominica? Let me ask you that.
Let me jump in. I think a little bit of the history. So Dominica is situated between two French islands, Guadeloupe and Martinique, and the obvious link between what we call our Creole, our broken French, and English. And, over the last 27 years, when the festival was born, it was a marriage between our genre of music called Calypso, which would have been evolved based on that broken French and Creole culture, and French and compa, Haitian compa, French zouk. And over the years, the festival would have widened its, invitations to a myriad of genres: reggae,
But also somewhat Creole in the definition of Creole.
Yeah, so I was going to get to that point.
Afrobeat,
Absolutely. So the idea was we wanted to make sure we focus heavily on the original language of these specific destinations. So Jamaica, for example, dancehall and reggae, we consider that to be a component of their Creole culture.
Definitely.
For Dominica, you know, the zouk, the compa, our bouillon music. Yeah. And couple of years ago, we brought in some Latin sensations into the World Creole Music Festival. Again, making sure that we capture the essence of the language of choice across the destination. So,
wonderful.
26 editions later, we are here. One of the most mature festivals in the Caribbean. People enjoy it. They love it. It's 3 nights of pulsating rhythms, as we define it. Runs from about 8 p.m. to more than likely most times 8 a.m. in the morning.
We've heard.
You know, the daybreak specialists we call Dominica. And people enjoy it because of the safety of the island, the affordability of the island and the vibes. And I think our people are just warm and friendly and welcoming.
I believe so.
And that has given the festival that notch.
That's wonderful to understand. From the authority itself's perspective, Dominica is doing a lot with not only this festival, but this has gone into other festivals. People are traveling for parties in Dominica. Why this time of year in Dominica to do this sort of festival?
So this festival has been happening annually during the independence season. Independence season, yes, it drives a lot of traffic to the destination because persons want to experience Dominica's culture. So it's a perfect time to come to Dominica for that. And thinking culture, think the food, think the dress, the traditional dress, think the music, think the different pageants that are happening throughout that experience, as well as the different fetes that's happening around the World Creole Music Festival. So they travel a lot for that during that time. So being within that space, one, the traffic is easier for persons to get to the nature island. As of last year, our festival had 42,000 people across the 3 nights. In addition to that, over 10,000 persons flew to Dominica within the week, 9 days leading up to the World Creole Music Festival. So that itself speaks to the interest that individuals have in the World Creole Music Festival. So the Independence Time, having this a festival of that magnitude within that space, it frames the festival into a Dominican experience.
Beautifully said, because I think that's what we feel in St. Martin. I'm going to speak to you now that this is not only is your festival at such a wonderful point in its history, as well Dominican's music genres are at a peak internationally right now, in particularly bouillon and compa. Sir, the music that comes to Dominican World Creole Festival. Tell me something about the music that your country hosts in the festival.
We're doing something different. That is my band in terms of doing compa music. Compa music is a music that was influenced by our very own cadence music. So hence the reason we try to fuse our cadence into the Haitian genre of compa. And then we created our own in Dominica. As a matter of fact, my band released an album.
Recently.
A brand new album, debut album. So
we will put it up on the screen, don't worry.
Yeah, so you know we have a few collabs with some persons like Luke Leandre, you know Michael Henderson.
You know St. Martin are half French islands. So
exactly right.
We know compa.
So having the different bands and Ecstasy Band being heavily influenced by the renowned Carry Me band. That's where we started. Carry Me, yes. And we were very close. As a matter of fact, we're still close to the guys who were in Carry Me.
Still there.
One of our first the lead guitarist, it was given to him by the guitarist of Carry Me, Glennie.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. That was done right there in Dominica at Harlem Plaza.
Wow, beautiful. St. Martin, you know where we need to go. Anybody need me in the suitcase, I come. I want to give you guys a chance to just give St. Martin a wonderful official welcome or a reason. Let's forget the welcome. We know we could come. Give them a reason to come to Dominica from each of your perspectives.
I think I'll go. I mean, obviously, I spoke about the safety. That I love that because people get to come to Dominica and be themselves, right? So they continue their journey from their country, continue the same vibe from St. Martin and come to Dominica and feel they haven't left, so they can get that for sure. The fact that it's an affordable festival, you can plan so many activities around the festival. We say come to the vibe, stay to relax, stay for the rest of the vacation. So you could either decide to come earlier, 2 days or 3 days earlier, or you could stay for 3 days later. And I mean, Mono will give more information on what our nature island offers from a destination perspective. But because of the idea of the festival, it's 3 nights. It's 3 nights of vibe, party, and we want you to get a chance to relax.
Of course.
So in that vacation of party, we also want you to get a chance to see Dominica in its truest form, in its original form, in its purest form. And I think couple of the people, couple of the safety, couple of the affordability, I think it's a no-brainer to come to Dominica.
He hit all the points.
And I would say you should come to Dominica because you deserve happiness. And happiness means attending a festival over 3 nights where you can be free to be yourself within a space of people of different cultures, where you don't have to spend a lot of money to enjoy yourselves, where you can be free to speak to different people, consume the food, and do everything that you want. You deserve happiness. And happiness starts on the nature island, Dominica. And you know what happiness is? Your money. You work hard for it. Spend it how you want to spend it in Dominica. So yes, food is cheap. Yes, tickets to the festival, only $600 EC for season tickets. You can do that. It's affordable. You got it. So happiness is why you should come to Dominica.
We all need happiness, right? We all need happiness.
You deserve it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I would say come for the music, for sure. Come for the music, you will get a barrage, a mixture of everything. You have the Boyo music, we have Carlos music, and then we have compa music, of course, from Ecstasy Band. Then you have Tabu Combo, senior maestros in the business. They will be on the stage, so you can't miss this. As I would always go back to your point of peace, because I'm a police officer by profession.
Yeah.
So when you talk about peace, I can tell you this festival, this is the area you can come and just be yourself. Let go.
Nobody plans to stay longer.
It just happens.
Baby, it's the waterfall!
Maybe it's the hot springs.
Maybe it's the trails that lead to somewhere unforgettable.
Maybe it's why travelers continue to choose Dominica to reconnect, recharge, and experience wellness by nature.
But this October,
you
may want
stay one.
From Africa to the Caribbean, from North America to the French West Indies.
This October, the world comes together in Dominica.
I'm telling you, this is your cultures connect, rhythms collide, and the songs of the world come alive.
One stage, 3 unforgettable nights.
This is the outcome.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday at 8 a.m. on TV 15 and across all our social media platforms. From all of us here at News Desk, we wish you a fantastic week ahead. Until next time, stay friendly, St. Martin.